To change whose turn it is, I'm going to write a small method. So this method is just going to be a few lines of code that's going to check to see whose turn it was, change it to the other player's turn, and then lastly change the label that's going to display the X or the O on my tic-tac-toe board that indicate who has the next play. So to declare the method, I'm going to say private and then void, and then let's call it change turn. And then I need parentheses and then an open curly brace. So to change the turn, it's going to be a little bit like putting the X or the O in the button. Basically, it's going to check to see whose turn it is now, and then based on whose turn it is now, it will adjust the turn to be the other person's, or O's if it's X's and vice versa. Okay, so if it's X's turn, then it's going to change it to be O's turn. Otherwise, it must have been O's turn, so it's going to set it to be X's turn. And then lastly, it needs to change, let's see, what did I call that? Next play, that's right. So I'm going to change what label next play is displaying based on whose turn it is modifying it to be. So in the case of it's setting it to be O's turn, it's going to change the next play to be O, and then also the other way around for X is. And then I'm going to end my method with a closing curly brace. Now whenever I want to change turns, which I will want to do in all of the event handlers after someone plays, all I need to do is say change turn, and it automatically goes and executes that if statement and changes what appears in the next play label. So I need to have those lines of code in, whoops, what did I just do? There we go. In every event handler, after it puts the X or the O in, it changes whose turn it is. So let me add that to the end of all of the button event handlers. And now, when I try running the program, actually, you know what? Let me set those buttons so that they don't have anything in them initially, since I know what I've already checked to see what font I need, so I don't need to worry about starting out with anything in there now. Okay, now when I run it, it should go back and forth between, whoops, clearly it's not, so I must be doing something wrong. So let's go and make sure, first of all, that I did call the change turn method. Yes, I did. So now let's see why it's not changing whose turn it is. So, oh, here's why. It should be str whose turn it is. There we go. That's better. Now let's try it. Alright, great. It's working fine. Now notice once I click on a button, I can no longer click on it anymore.